Armory disc golfers, welcome back to another video. This disc might be much more important than you realize. Let's get into it. The disc we're going to be looking at today is the Axiom Rhythm. It's an understable fairway driver that they've come out with recently, but the disc itself is only part of what I want to talk about today. Hole 1, 276 feet, low ceiling. This is supposed to have a little bit of stand up to it, so we're going to throw it on hyzer, see it flip up and go straight at the basket. Try to keep it under that ceiling. Well, hit the ceiling. A nice straight flip up and push though. I won't tease you any longer. The reason that I think that this disc is so important is because it has dome. That may not seem like a big deal to you, but up until very recently, if you threw MVP discs that have been made in the recent past, you will notice that they're flat, whereas this guy has not a crazy amount of dome to it, but it's dome. And it might just be a hand feel thing, it might just be a mental thing, but I know that for me and for many players out there, the lack of dome in MVP discs throws us off a little bit. And I know the gyronauts will say this is all bogus and you have your gyronaut magic. I still believe having a disc with some dome to it is gonna give it a little more glide than a disc that's just bored flat. And I'm excited about that. I don't recommend the Rhythm for an upshot disc. Go in, but I'm too lazy to come grab another disc. It'll work there. Like I said, this has an impact for more than just this disc. The Rhythm just so happens to be the first disc that we've received in any of our new shipments that has this nice bit of dome across the top of it, whereas everything previously had been really flat. Now, MVP has mentioned before that they were working on getting dome back into their discs. So, for things like the Insanity, for the Crave, for the Servo, for Octanes, whatever MVP or Axiom disc you enjoy throwing, you can now enjoy throwing it with a moderate bit of dome to it, which most of us enjoy. And if MVP can get that right, it might change up a lot of spots in a lot of our bags. .287, we're gonna see how this handles a Forehand Hyzer. We're gonna try to have it stand up and then fade at the basket towards the end. We've got some tailwind left to right that should help us out. It was a little flatter than I wanted out of the hand, but I think that that's gonna have enough integrity to come back at the end. It does. That's a really pretty looking flight. Why are you bothering me so much? Yeah, maybe. Man, the Rhythm is such a good disc, makes me putt so well. Side note, I do think that it's funny that review videos like this show the score at the bottom. I do it too, it's just funny because like how I putt really affects that score. The Axiom Rhythm is an understable fairway driver. This one has a sweet 4th of July stamp on there. They released for these first run Fissions. And if you haven't felt Fission Plastic before, it's kind of unique because the way I would describe it, I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera. I'm trying to get like some sun shining on it without just being in this blaring Texas heat. It has like a matte finish to it, whereas most discs, even if they're grippy, they have that like slick, shiny finish to them. It's like a matte coating, which looks nice and clean. It's not as grippy as other discs, but it doesn't lack grippiness either. Fission also has some special flight characteristics that we'll get into after this next shot. Our third hole is also 285. I'm not intentionally picking out the 285-foot holes, it just is working out that way. Nice tunnel shot, so I'm gonna try to hit this one pretty flat to see how much it fades over before coming back, but obviously something like this, I want to keep pretty straight in line the entire flight. Nice flip up, and I think it'll eventually fade. Nice. I mean, that was a pretty dead straight shot. I like that a lot. So what makes Fission special? Well, I'm glad you asked. Fission is a lightweight plastic, so the flight plate for these discs is even lighter than most MVP discs, and even more of the weight proportionately is in the rim, which means extra gyro. So people who like the gyro effect, you can get even more of it with Fission, and obviously, it also allows for lighter weight discs as well. So if you like throwing things sub 170, sub 160, you can get that with Fission Plastic as well. This one is actually in the 170 weight class. I forgot to look at it. I think it's like 172 or 173. So you can get max weight discs with extra gyro, which actually tends to make them a little more stable, which is maybe why this one is flying a tick more stable than you would expect a -2-1 disc to. I do wish that I would stop leaving myself with these like 30 footers, especially now that I'm in the open with a nice stiff right to left headwind to deal with. Come on, let's go. Fourth hole today, this one is 285. Just kidding, this one is 365. We're going slightly downhill. I'm gonna show you what it looks like on a Backhand Anhyzer over here to the right. Hopefully this tailwind and this special gyro effect doesn't make the thing stable out too much. I'm gonna try to hold it over the entire way. Get out of that tree. Oh, pretty, stay out of the trees. Goodness grief, goodness grief. I fall in love with discs frequently when I do reviews, but this one is seriously clicking with me. Ooh, I'm enjoying it a lot. Oh, yeah, this is 174, so it's not even 172. This is like a max weight Fission Rhythm. So as far as rhythms go, this one is pretty stable. I'm going to try it on its stable self on a little bit of a Forehand Anhyzer, 308 feet. We're just gonna see if it holds over the entire way. I mean, this is not how I would throw this disc. It rolled up to like 40 feet or something. That's not how I would throw the disc. I'm gonna show you what it flies like on Forehand Anhyzer, and that also kind of shows you it's not like it's a stable disc, it's just stable for a rhythm. If I make this putt, I'm going rhythm only my next sanction round. I get my putter too. Obviously, this wouldn't be a disc review video without at some point me saying that the disc feels good in the hand. But seriously, there's something about the way the inner rim is shaped that makes me feel like I can really get in there, dig into it, have a nice, firm, confident grip on this thing. In flight, it reminds me a lot of an Innova Leopard 3, but there's something about the Leopard 3, I don't know if it's the inside of the rim, the shoulder, the combination, that it kind of feels like my thumb wants to like slide off the disc. I've literally never heard anyone else complain about the Leopard 3 doing that, but I swear I feel it, and this doesn't have that. This is a nice, firm, comfortable grip in the hand. We've got 295 to the basket into a bit of a headwind, so gonna throw it with a little bit of hyzer, maybe kind of flat, hopefully pan it over the entire way. It wants to break over. It's still nice and stable enough to get out of that though. Oh boy. All right, she came out real early, and I mean, that's my fault, obviously. Ooh, nice and low. It's a strong layup from 55 feet. All right guys, final hole, max weight Fission Rhythm, Backhand Hyzer into a nice firm headwind. It's gonna go all the way right. Good, it should go all the way right. I mean, we've got to remember, this is a rhythm we're talking about. It's max weight fission, which makes it more overstable than a normal rhythm, but this is supposed to flip over into a headwind like this at full power. So disc, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. This is actually not even my rhythm. This belongs to Trad, so huge shout out Trad for letting me borrow this. I'm not gonna throw it over a pond. There's a pond in this dark area here. The basket is about 200 feet away, so I'm gonna flick a pig at it, tap in, nice easy three. Break, pig. Oh boy, this would be a good one to end the video on. I got a nice left to right. Oh, wait, wind stopped. Gotta get it in, just outside circle. Bang, yes! You gotta get in those wind breaks whenever they do stop. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the rhythm. If you did, leave a like, comment, let me know what you think about it, what you'd like to see next. Subscribe so you don't miss it. If you want one of these bad boys, you can grab one over at armorydiscgolf.com. We've got what you need to equip yourself for whatever the course may throw at you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.